gentlemen, how you guys doing? Today is a sad day for our democracy. Today is the day that Jamaica Labour Party used their majority in the House to pretty much spit in the face of the people of Portmore and in essence the people of Jamaica. Why do I say that? They have committed an act that is unconstitutional, changing the borders of a constituency to make it a parish so they can get political advantage. And we have said that with the chest out because that's exactly what was done today. They have told you, the Jamaican people, that they have no regard because anything they can do to Portmore, they can do to anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, a dangerous precedent was set today. We are looking at a corner dog that will do anything, you understand, absolutely anything to get things into their favor because them know so them in a trouble and them know so time come. And that's why we want the legal, we want justice to be served in this country on all levels, you understand. But let's get into the reaction because Peter Bunting and Damien Crawford, and forgive me the other senator, his name is escaping me, really set the precedence as to why we now understand fully based off evidence. Even new evidence came up. The letter that Peter Bunting presented that the Speaker of the House was very upset about. I spoke about it in my life earlier specifically. Now I understand why he's so upset, because that letter is coming from an individual that knows and stated in the letter that that act is unconstitutional and it is indeed gerrymandering. Let's get into the content, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into the content.
Thank you, Minister Johnson Smith. And we'll have Senator Bunting.
Juliet, big up. Oh, by the way, Angela Forbes, thank you so much for coming in early on the live. Thank you so much. Jerry Salda, big up. Sionis Mills, big up. Juliet, big up. One Chu, Emperor, big up. Let's go. Remember the donation link is pinned, guys. Let me pin it right now. Cash App, PayPal. It's right there.
Thank you, Mr. President. I believe that I am the only member of the Senate here today who has served on the
Lorraine, what's up?
Commission of Jamaica. No, I'm not here. The substantive president has served, but he's absent today. And in any event, would not properly be allowed to participate in the debate. So I think it is important that I perhaps shed some light on the technical process that is involved in creating new constituencies.
Teachable moment.
This bill would.
This part right here is a teachable moment. What Mr. Bunting is going to highlight is the normal process to go about making a change that the JLP is rushing. And we all know why. Because the general election is coming and it gives them the advantage. Do I need to play Everett Warmington's audio before we start?
The most difficult of the three was Bunting, and we made it much easier now. I've been fighting before 2011 when we had the last boundary change that Portmore should not be a Spanish town. And today I'm happy to say that we have the boundary that we wanted all along. Quarry Hill, Lakes Bend, Limestone Grove, Range Lane and that side will no longer be in Portmore. So the whole of them being people on the left, then the other them is doing. And we'll be able
Member of Parliament for Southwest, Wilmington, has asserted that the Jamaica Labour Party will have control of the Portmore Municipal Corporation once the separation is made.
I can say further, when we take Portmore off of St. Catherine, it's a different ballgame across state. We have 41 seats, now 42 seats. Out of these 42, PNP, you have 12 in Portmore. We won 2, they won 10. Yes, they won the St. Catherine Parish Council by 1 seat. 1 seat is going to get 10 from Portmore. Now, give them back them PNP 10. Leave us alone over here. And it means that under no circumstances PNP can ever win the St. Catherine Parish Council again.
Be doing a new constituency, redrawing constituency boundaries. In fact, the last major such process of constituency boundary review took place in the period, I think it was 2009 to 2010, when 3 new constituencies were added to Jamaica, 2 in St. Catherine and 1 in St. James. And I must tell you, as a commissioner then, a nominated commissioner, and the general secretary of the party, I was very much involved, along with then General Secretary Carl Samuda, and the director of elections, and ultimately the independent members in determining these boundaries. I remember at the time, I distinctively remember MP Wilmington coming to the committee that was dealing with it to make a presentation, and he strenuously objected then to the boundaries we were discussing for the new East Central St. Catherine. And effectively, what we're seeing here today is what he was advocating for then. However,
Colin,
on the matters that could not be agreed between that boundaries subcommittee of the Electoral Commission at the level of nominated commissioners and their technical assistants, which, by the way, the Electoral Commission provided a budget for a technical assistant to be employed by each party to assist in this process and to help them with the technical details, the analysis of boundaries, the analysis of and at the end of the day, where there was no agreement, the matter went to the independent commissioners and the so-called selected commissioners and the director of elections. And they made a final decision, and all commissioners accepted it. Those recommendations were then sent to Parliament, which by convention for the last 40 years or so has delegated the matter of constituency boundaries to the Electoral Commission of Jamaica and its predecessor, the EAC, the Electoral Advisory Committee. Now, bear in mind, this process to deal with addition of constituencies, 3 constituencies across 2 parishes, took 2 years and a tremendous amount of field work and consultation and preparation, because field officers had to be sent out with GIS devices to properly map the new boundaries, not just of constituencies, but of the PDs as well, and the local government divisions. So I give you that technical background because very important. In this instant case we're now facing, after what the leader of government business said, it's over a century of stasis on changing it, constituency boundaries, but I believe one journalist, parish boundaries. But in this case, it's both, because changing parish boundaries will also be changing. It also changes constituency boundaries.
Don't even know.
In this case, after so long, I mean, one journalist today suggested it was decades, but the leader of opposition, of government business, said over a century. So suddenly, notwithstanding the glacial pace at which these things have moved traditionally, suddenly, within 6 months of a general election, within 6 months of when a general election is due, we are suddenly rushing to pass these bills. Well, you didn't bring it in 2020.
No,
You're bringing it now.
2022. The report was published. You're bringing it.
And just for,
That is the assault.
you know, there's some of us in here who are economical with the truth. And one,
We got to stop right there. There are some of us in here that are economical with the truth. I've never heard that put in that way before. Now, the point that he's making about the process that he took is a valid point and one that cannot be understated and should not be understated. The government of Jamaica, the JLP, led by the Andrew owners, ladies and gentlemen, if you are okay with gerrymandering, then you do not understand or you do not appreciate the rights of the people of Jamaica. You, yourself, me and you don't appreciate it. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Any government that attempted and actually did this, that the JLP did today, making Portmore Parish the way they did it, without proper consultation, against the will, and taking away the will and the rights and the power from the people of Portmore in having their own mayor. We've gone through all of it, and he's going to go through some of it as well. Then what it is that you are an enemy of progress. You're also maybe misinformed, uneducated, and if you choose to stay that way and not listen to the truth and examine the evidence and research for yourself, then you're dunce. You're dunce. We just have a call a spade. You're dunce. You're dunce. But anyway, economical. What does it mean to be economical? Economical means giving good value or return in relations to money, time and effort. Giving good value or return, meaning taking back. So when you say somebody is economical with the truth, cheap, they don't give away the truth so much. Low cost, low budget, inexpensive. So that, to me, that really tickled my intellectual fantasy right there. Well, my intellectual mind. I've never heard that before. Neru, salute to you. Economical with the truth. Wow.
you know, there's some of us in here who are economical with the truth.
Shots fired.
And one just spoke up and said that the technical work was being done.
So, what he's saying is that when they say that the technical work was done with proper procedure for this thing to become a parish and for them to even put it in front of the parliament, it's a lie. It's a damn lie.
Stop the cap.
It's a lie.
Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
They lied,
No
ladies and
bullshit,
gentlemen.
bro.
Let's continue.
Well, I have here a letter.
Share up the live,
I have
guys.
here a letter from the chairman of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
The chairman of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. This is the letter that is bothering them. That bothered them. Listen to this letter and listen what the letter says. Who is the letter from again?
Well, I have here a letter. I have here a letter from the chairman of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
The chairman of the Electorate of Jamaica. Listen to what he said about this move from the JLP. Listen.
Which proves that no technical work has been done. No technical work has been done.
You will say? No technical work has been done. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen.
Emotional damage. Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Come on, man.
In fact, as far back as 2024, he wrote the Minister of Local Government the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and advised in a letter dated June 18th that the proposed Portmore parish boundaries may negatively affect the boundaries of a constituency as stated in the second schedule of the Jamaica Constitution Order in Council 1962. That is the Constitution of Jamaica. Paragraph 2, subsection 1 states as follows, quote, the boundary of a constituency shall not cross the boundary of a parish as delimited by the Counties and Parishes Act or by any law amending or replacing that law.
Repeat that, Bunting, because Arvin don't understand that. The minister beside him don't understand it. Nobody understands. Repeat it for them, Bunting.
The boundary of a constituency shall not cross the boundary of a parish as delimited by the Counties and Parishes Act or by any law amending or replacing that law. End quote.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman on June 18th made them aware that it was unconstitutional by law for them to do this. What did they do, ladies and gentlemen? They went ahead and did it anyway. This is your government that you choose, you know. The 30% of you that voted, or whoever voted for the JLP, you voted for a government that is willing to violate your constitutional laws to regain power. How do you feel?
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support, support, support.
That's right.
The like button is free, heard?
And then, contrary to what a certain senator suggested, on February 12, 2025, the chairman of the Electoral Commission again wrote the clerk to the Houses of Parliament, stating the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is aware that the Counties and Parishes Amendment Bill was passed in the House of Parliament on Tuesday, February 11, 2025. And he drew her attention to the earlier letter, the one sent June 18, 2024, to the Permanent Secretary, pointing out this constitutional probable breach or breach that would occur once the bill, should the bill be passed and brought into effect. And he closes that letter and says, in the said letter of which a copy is attached, the Commission advised the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry that the proposed boundary for the parish of Portmore will impact 4 constituencies, 13 electoral divisions, and 398 polling divisions from the parish of Piscatry.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? Should I play that back? If I should play it back, put a 1 in the chat. Alright?
And I'll go further. This letter was sent to the...
I think I should play that back.
The said letter of which a copy is attached, the Commission advised the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry that the proposed boundary for the parish of Portmore will impact 4 constituencies, 13 electoral divisions, and 398 polling divisions from the parish of Piscatry.
13, 14, and 300. I think we should play that back.
In the said letter of which a copy is attached, the Commission advised the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry that the proposed boundary for the parish of Portmore will impact 4 constituencies.
4 constituencies.
13 electoral divisions.
13 electoral divisions.
And 398 polling divisions.
398 polling divisions. Hey.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
Why am I telling ladies and gentlemen? Now time like this.
Help, we key out of the ladder. We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the laborers. We're tired of the green people.
people.
We are so far.
Like and share the live, the people.
We need this man.
Like and share the live, them.
We
Wow.
need it. Help! Help!
From the parish of St. Catherine.
Wow.
And I'll go further. This letter was sent to the clerk, to the houses. I'm not sure what was done with it, but it was copied to the Director of Elections and the Director of Legal Affairs and Compliance. So, but I'll just give you some ideas. No, of what the ECJ brought to their attention.
In life,
This is just reading one paragraph, showing all the challenges that this would cause in terms of the work of the ECJ.
Tell us.
And I'll just read, there are many bullets, but one of them, for example, says, sections of the Gregory Park and Portmore Pines divisions will be eliminated. All of PDs 51, 53, 55, and 56 will be eliminated. PDs 1, 20, 49, 50, 52, and 54 will be cut into pieces.
Wow.
Will be splintered.
Yes, all right.
Wow.
And a section of these PDs will be included by the proposed boundaries. So you are not just shattering constituency boundaries or local government division boundaries, but right down to the PD level. 398 PDs.
Even one KFC.
Wow.
Even one KFC.
398 polling divisions, you know. God, man. Yo, if anybody thought that this was not gerrymandering, I don't know what to tell you at this point if you still think that. Wow.
Subsequently, this Mr. Speaker is of such moment that the chairman of the People's National Party, Dr. Angela Brown-Burke, wrote to the Minister of Local Government on February 21st, 2025.
What?
Reminding him of the constitutional provision, which I repeat again, the boundary of a constituency shall not cross the boundary of a parish as delimited by the Counties and Parishes Act or by any law amending or replacing that law. And of course, this is the Constitution, so that clause you read, superseding other laws, has no application here. And she goes on, consequently, the bill, if passed into law and made operational, will immediately be unconstitutional. Immediately be unconstitutional.
Immediately.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
So she urges that this bill not be brought into effect, even if it is passed here today.
You hear that?
The truth of the matter is that no work has taken place at this point by the ECJ. And we are now in the final day of February. So even if this bill were passed and brought into effect, then it would be April before any work could commence. That is the work that will impact 4 constituencies, 13 electoral divisions, and 398 polling divisions from the parish of St. Catherine. Now, we know that a new voters list will be issued on May 31st. No, the final list, May 31st and November 30th. Those are the 2 times each year that a list is updated and published. So the next one is due on the 31st of May. But those of us who have represented constituencies also know that a draft list is issued at the beginning of May so that the parties and their liaison officers have a chance to scrutinize the list, identify any anomalies, and there are often anomalies, persons placed in the wrong PDs or even in the wrong constituencies, and they have a period, I think it's typically 10 days, to come back to the returning officer in the constituency, who then forwards those to the Director of Elections, and they are amended or corrected. So what we're really talking about is maybe a month and a half in which it would need the time to do all this work on the 4 constituencies, 13 electoral divisions, and 398 polling divisions. That cannot be done properly in that time. That would take at least 1 year for that work to be done. And I speak with knowledge because I was intimately involved the last time it was done.
People don't hear that? Want to hear that? They are trying to do a 1.5 month. They're trying to do something in 1.5 months that would take normally a year. 308 polling divisions, 14 constituency.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
We need help, Jesus.
What's up?
And again, it's constitutionally bound. So I think it was important, Mr. President, to give that technical context on the work of the Electoral Commission as somebody who served there for 7 years and was very involved in the last period. So you will understand why today I rise in absolute and unrelenting opposition to this bill.
Wow, man. The technical side of it, ladies and gentlemen, and the letter that he spoke about. Come on, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about that. That part alone is like, you gotta really digest that. You know what I'm saying? To really sit down and listen to the affairs of the people of Jamaica, us, we, because this is important. This is our democracy that's at risk here. And that's not gaslighting, it's the truth. Our way of governance, our way of life, us being protected. Alright, I'm gonna block this person because you can't just come here and say stuff like that. You have no knowledge of the intricacies of the thing for you to come out and say that the PMP is stalling progress. This is not about progress. I'm not going to allow any JLP personnel to come here and just lie in my comment section, or any Jamaican for that matter. And I stand on that. Tell the truth. The evidence that is being presented in front of you, these are facts. Is it not a fact that what the Jamaica Labour Party just did is unconstitutional? How can you go against the Constitution and the highest law of the land? Is it that the people that support the JLP are criminals? Or they like criminality? Because when I see people come in our comment section and say stuff like that, I really have to wonder about you. It's like, do anything to win. Where is the integrity? Where is the respect for the Constitution? Where is the respect for the people of Portmore? Where is it? Right? And when the video done, they can write in the comment section, but not for my life. You're mad? Don't come with that shit, man. Listen. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that part of the video right now.